Hello everyone, and welcome back to the Whims challenge here in Niche with our survival challenge of using random generators to determine the fate of our tribe. In this challenge, we also use a random generated number between 1 and 20 to decide on the size of our tribe, and we change how large our tribe is allowed to be every generation whenever we pick a new heir to take up the lead where the previous heir left the fate of the tribe in their paws. And we also use the challenge of blind genes. We cannot look at the genes of any of the nichelings in this tribe. And if we add in mutations to our nichelings, we have to do so with using one of the mutation slots for my pick and one of the mutation slots through the random generator, allowing it to be offered up as a pick from the nicheling gods to decide what traits might be passed on in the Whims tribe. So, with the summary of all of the basic rules that we have had for this tribe wrapped up, welcome back everyone! Yes, it has been a while since we have seen the Whims, and I have seen your pleas that they could please return to us sooner rather than later, and totally agree with you guys. Those of you who don't know, I was exceptionally ill for almost 2 months, which is terrible and almost never happens, and very bad in the YouTube world, but I was very sick, both emotionally and physically. I am finally feeling better, and I was feeling like daring to dabble with the niche gods of randomness once more and returning to the Whims challenge. It is very fun to spend— there's a bird up here! Get away from my babies! It is very fun to spend a lot of time like moving from island to island at random without being able to control where we'll go. And it's so much fun just to leave all of our genetics up in the air, unable to be controlled at all. Or if I try to control them through assigning them into the mutations menu, having to leave one of those mutations for the random generator to pick. It's just so much fun. It's an endless potential for a fantastic story. And today we are diving back in to our tribe. Please see the previous episodes if you would like more information about what has gone on with them so far. But we are going to pick up the thread of this very interesting tale with the birth, or excuse me, I should say, with the leadership of young Kukuvan. Kukuvan here is going to be taking over the tribe because it was the responsibility given to him when we picked him as the heir last time. And unfortunately, Kukuvan is sickly, and we didn't realize that until the next day, the day after the previous heir to the tribe passed away and had passed on the rights to lead the tribe to Kukuvan. He turned out to be a sickly nicheling, and even though he has all these awesome traits with the really fantastic fangs that will allow him to eat from the toxic berry bush, he's got the really fantastic stripes down his nose. I mean, he's a very handsome nicheling. He's got like the ability to pick berries with his one paw. He's got claw on the other. I don't think he has webbed hind legs. He does not seem to have webbed hind legs. We cannot look at his genetics because this is a blind genes playthrough. He, on all appearances, other than being sick, should have made a fantastic leader for the Whims tribe, and when he inherited the role and the previous nicheling passed away, we did lose the 11, I think we were up to 11 or 12 tribe size that we were allowed, and it has been swapped out for a 9. I believe it to be a 9. It could have been 9 or 6. I'm going to go ahead and say that it's 9 nichelings instead of 6, just to be a little gentler on ourselves as we get back in. And I have also learned in trying to dive back into this tribe that you should take copious notes if you're going to do this challenge, because if you become sick and leave it for a little while, you have no idea what was going on. Also, another quick twist to mention, I have added in the adaption of personality traits, randomly generated personality traits for our new heirs. I think we'll only generate 3 personality traits from this random personality generator that I found online for our heir, and let everybody else develop their own personalities. But Kukuvan here has the personality traits of being shy, timid and nurturing. So we are going to play out those traits appropriately and make a shy, timid, and nurturing leader of the tribe who hopefully is not about to be eaten by this bird. And because as long as he's alive, basically, our tribe size has to be down to 9. So we've got to begin with that first thing today. And I thought about it a lot, and I kind of want to unite this side of the tribe with all of their fantastic traits with this side of the tribe, because I think this side of the tribe is pretty closely related to Kukuvan and his younger brother, Van Duke, who was born last time on the final day. Like, he's brand new, fresh in the nest, and he is actually super healthy. He has some fantastic positive traits, and I think that Kukuvan is a little bit shy because he knows everybody wishes his brother was actually the leader of the tribe, but he was the one given the role by their grandmother before she passed on. So I think he's trying to live up to it, but that kind of pushes his shyness and his timidness forward, is feeling like because he turned out to be a sickly nicheling and everybody is very worried about that he'll get them sick or that he won't be a strong leader as a result. That is kind of what has fueled his timidity and made him very shy as a result, but he is also very nurturing. So he doesn't hold it against his younger brother, and he is nurturing because he has to be a little bit more aware of health than most nichelings. So maybe it makes him want to go forth and find in his own shy way, which probably means like hiding behind a rock until a nicheling shows up. Maybe it's good to unite him with a nicheling from a different area who seems vibrant and full of health, like perhaps a beautiful, brightly colored young female who I think would be a great addition to that line, because these two lines have not really mixed for a generation or two, if I recall. So it'd probably be good to get their immunity genes together, because holy days, that's why Kukuvan is sick. We really had some inbreeding, and I can't see where it was because I can't look at the family tree, because that would show the traits. So with that known, we're going to begin by releasing 2 nichelings so we can get down to the 9 that we are required to have for the sake of the challenge. And after thinking about it, Tanuvan and Zosia are going to be released to roam the wilds, and they could stick around so we could open up the gills and we could open up some of the really cool water traits. But we do have the ability to swim with a couple of these other nichelings, so I think we'll stick to them because they're not quite as related. This is where the strategy part of doing the Whims challenge comes in, my friends. And Rakori is going to do the honors by going ahead, and she is going to release her children so that they can go and kind of find their own wild lives. And when I finish a turn and I cannot release a nicheling, I think I should be able to if I get Rotag over here. Yeah, I should be able. There we go. Fantastic. All right, we're down to 9 nichelings now, so I should be able to keep everybody in the tribe. I'm pretty sure it was supposed to be 6, but let's just go ahead and start with 9. This also means that unless I release a nicheling, I cannot have any more babies for a while. So it looks like this is all of the children that Lala will be inviting into the tribe. Darn it. Can we really remove the stingy thorns? Oof. But I think that would hurt her. But I think she knows she needs to get away from her child. Dang it. And Rotag has gotten away from them. All right, let's see if we can have this group tromp on over. How much food do I have? So much food. We're fine. Let's let Koana swim her way up the... No! Koana, get out of there! You weren't supposed to be able to drown in rivers. Somebody told me that nichelings can never drown in rivers. I have been scallywagged, as one might say. Scallywagged indeed. Oh dear, there's a nice bunny. Can I get the bunny? Almost. And bunny. Yes. All right. So we got some bunny meat. Maybe I should have left it to distract this bird so that the bird will hopefully not eat my nichelings. But now we have to figure out what to do with Lala. Whew. Okay. Let's make this happen really quickly. I don't think... Stay away, bird. Okay, maybe if I go ahead... Don't you dare, bird. Yeah, alright, so the bird has not eaten the baby yet. Let's go ahead and wiggle Rotag back over there. Whew, okay, there. I think he can protect his son now. That's such a relief. Alright, and I'm actually going to have Rakori be released as well, so I'll send her over here. I hate to use up the moves to have to, like, release nichelings like this. But it'd be kind of nice if you could like insta-banish, but I could see how that could be totally abused from the game mechanic point of view. So, all right, there we go. Now we have a little bit of room if we wanted to have more babies. I think Van Duke being born healthy was totally a fluke, though. And Kukuvan, I think he really cares deeply about, like, for his mother, but he probably feels a little bit conflicted. Like, oh, he knows that his sickly nature kind of puts the tribe at risk, so he's shy and doesn't mind being on his own. And meanwhile, on this side, we have some nichelings like Joishi, who I have very much enjoyed. I remember really loving her because she's so bright and colorful. Also, get out of the water, Koana! Oh, and Koana just found herself a nice tree. I think that she would call out to the others to encourage them to come see the tree. Let's see. And look at Anarira! She is old enough to really start hoofing it. Alright, Anarira, maybe I can get you over here. Get out of the water, Anarira! Curses! That stream is deeper up there than it looks. But at least they did a little bit of swimming, so we're getting closer to unlocking gills, which I would not mind having. And then let's actually get Joishi. I think she would hear how the water is so dangerous up there, and she would tell her daughter Rara to come with her, and they would go around, and they have found some grass. I think Joishi is she liked being out here in the open and being able to see what was going on, especially being able to see this really fun little cove that she used to live in with her beloved, let's see. Yeah, Rara and Joishi are not sisters. They're actually like best friends, and these are their their daughters who are half daughter or half sisters. So yeah, I think that they're just having a good time kind of exploring, but Joishi very much wants to see the beach again. So we'll clear away the grass over here. And meanwhile, Kukuvan is beginning to hear the rumbling whisper of these strangers nearby. And I think that he also is hiding in the grasses with the bones of his ancestor, telling his little brother that no, his little brother is not allowed to come over and see him because Kukuvan is quite afraid of getting him sick. So he's very shy and kind of withdrawn as a young nicheling. So I think it'll really help a lot to have those personality traits to help drive us through the whims, and also to have the goal. Kukuvan, as a shy and timid nicheling, is probably not going to want to leave this island. So we'll probably just end up playing out whatever roles he wishes to do through his life, and whoever the next heir is will have the option to leave the island. And we can only leave the island if we follow the rule of picking one of the 3 portals after rolling a dice. And I did indeed roll a dice just to see if I wanted to leave today. I do not think I do. I think that I can only roll. I'm beginning to think maybe should I be allowed to roll the dice and know which island I was going to leave to before? Or should I? Yeah, I think I will, because it would be really sad if we popped over here and it's like, oh, this is a pretty island, but maybe I feel like moving on, and I rolled the dice and immediately had to go to Hardland. So let me know what you guys think, but I'm thinking I can roll the dice as soon as we hit a new island to find out where we're going, instead of deciding let's leave the island now and then leaving. And I rolled the dice, and this is the portal that came up. So we're allowed to leave at this portal. We cannot take the other 2 portals. They basically don't, or 3. Oh wait, there's 4 portals? 1, 2, 3, 4. Really? Well, then this is the one. I didn't realize that there was a 3rd portal here. So this is the portal that we get to take. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So 10 nichelings get to go towards a path. Oh wait, no, that's where we came from. Wait, what? That's not a portal. Is that where we came from? Gosh, I'm sorry, I'm so confused. Yeah, we get to leave this direction then. So this is the portal that we're allowed to leave at when the time comes. I don't know why I thought that was a spot. And I was like, this is very foreboding. It's just like open water and some thorns. Oh, it's been a while since I've properly jumped into niche, but at least we're back. All right, so let's have the very shy Kukuvan just hide to the shadows here. Now his little brother has grown up enough that he doesn't have to worry about his brother's health too much. So I do believe that Rotag would encourage his son to come berry hunting with him, since they can eat the toxic berries. Instead, his son has discovered a bunny. I wonder if that means that Von Duke is going to really kind of appreciate the more hunting aspects of things. He might not be a quiet, timid shy, toxic berry eater like his brother Kukuvan. And meanwhile, Rara is going to just be very content over here, clearing away some of the grasses. She has gigantic ears, so she can hear very well. And I think that she would think that it's a little eccentric, but she loves Joishi to clear away all of this grass so they can see things. And Joishi has found a nest of bunnies. That is so cute. Oh my gosh. So they found a bunny nest. And meanwhile, our young females, Koana, right over here, go away, bird, and her half-sister, Anarika. Oh, there is Tanu over here. He doesn't really have a lot going for him with double paws that can't even eat. But I think that would be Anarira's first sighting of a male, at least. So I think that that would kind of take her back. We'll go ahead. I'll pretend that she shared some of those berries with him. Just kind of more out of like, who are you than anything. Oh, Zosia, hi. Oh, it's so fun to have some of the family kind of float around after you release them. All right. This may be an exceptionally short reign with Kukuvan here too. I'm not sure how long he's going to live. And now Vanduk, who is actually semi-hidden with his stripes, is going to reach up and have hunted for the first time, which I think will have amused his father enough to try it out too. His dad is not nearly as good a hunter. No wonder his dad wants to focus more on eating the toxic berries. And I do believe that Lala, feeling kind of low, we'll let her kind of curl up and rest here and try to have a frank conversation with her son, because she can feel like the end of her life coming, which sounds very sad, but you gotta face facts when you're a wild nicheling. Which is a bit sad that Rotag doesn't know his mate is passing away, but she's like just a young nicheling. This even being sickly, I don't think that he, especially with their young son, could have ever thought that her time was already nigh. So that's a very tragic thing, coming back home from going hunting with his son to find that his mate has moved on to the next world. Not like moved on, found a new mate. Oh dear. Well, we'll focus on that in a little bit. And meanwhile, I think Joishi is quite content to kind of clear this area. And I do believe that Rara is very happy to stay with her, and they can laugh about the bunnies together. Two older ladies who are not really that old, who have served their time and are now watching over the land and content to know that their daughters are somewhere nearby, at least as nearby as what the island could be. And then I do think we want to continue to try to unlock more of the mutations. That's actually one of my big goals for the Whims, because I think it would be even more exciting to unlock all of the mutations, especially when the new update comes, and carry on with the Whims as long as we can keep them alive. I would love to keep the Whim legacy going, basically as long as we can keep them alive. And we can always fold in more challenges if we ever need them to keep things more interesting. Like getting a Barina in the family might be quite interesting. So we may have Narigra do a little bit of swimming in the stream. Like, she may have heard the splashing stream, and she does love the water. She is water-bodied, and she would probably love to eat some fish with those double claws she has. All right. Oh no, Lala! Rest in peace, Lala. Also, I think Koana just had a nut fall on her head, and oh gosh, that's so sad. All right, and Rotag is going to focus on eating the berries. Oh no! Wait, what? Mamias? Hello? Oh my gosh! I don't think I've ever seen this pattern in the game before. She looks like a little striped skunk thing. Hello, Mamias. You're very interesting. You're not completely helpless. You just have the little snout thing, and you probably have some interesting immunity. I think that Anaria would be completely surprised and kind of run over to her half-sister and be like, sis, look who I found. So let's go ahead and invite her in. We're at eight nichelings now. And now we have Mamias added into the tribe. I'm kind of willing to add her in because that would invite even more immunity genes. And I'm sort of hoping that all three of these females might be able to pass on some really good immunity genes. Maybe with Kukuvan. He is a very nurturing nicheling, and I think he would be quite proud to see a beautiful nest set up. But he is also exceptionally shy and does believe that he belongs in the shadows. He feels badly. However, I think realizing that he is one of the few nichelings who can actually pluck these berries. Oh good, that's not a very dangerous nicheling. So I think he'd be coming over here with the intention of revealing all of the toxic berry bushes so that he can better tend to them and gather them, because he believes, I mean, in his world, this is the only food that's ever existed. And he's just like gathering it to try to take care of his family as he can. And he walks up, and these three ladies, who are quickly, I imagine, becoming fast friends because Mimius is so relieved to find a tribe, and probably very happy, because I get the feeling that Anna Rira kind of has a really outgoing personality and also kind of like headstrong, and her sister Koana is a little bit adventurous and likes to kind of follow where her sister goes, but is more practical. So I mean, why not become friends? They're all about the same age, and that would be quite fun to kind of meet each other and compare spots and stripes. And then as they do so, before them comes this male, one of the only males that they've seen in the area, but he's got a big body, he's got big claws, big fangs, some beautiful stripes, some vibrant coloring. I think this would definitely get their attention. And I can't remember, and I kind of regret the fact I can't check if he has like toxic body. Do I have toxic body on unlocked? Is that why he's the color he is? I do have toxic body unlocked. Do I have distasteful appearance? I don't think I have distasteful appearance. So we can actually, in fact, I want to do that. All right, I'm going to take the risk, guys. Hang on one second. I have to pull up my random generator so that I can see. Dun, 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 blessed to be random.org. And then, okay. So let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26. Dang it! All right, this is kind of cute. The random generator told me the 26th gene is going to be the one that Kukuvan will have from the Nicheling gods. So he has been assigned the black fur gene, which I actually think is quite interesting and fits him, being a Nicheling of poor strength and from... Wait, Kukuvan, are you healthy now? No way! He doesn't even know it. He probably thinks that he had his mother's illness inbred in him, and so everyone assumed he was permanently sickly like Lala was, and actually he's healthy now. Maybe because he's so nurturing and he took such great care to eat the plants of the swamplands, but as a result of his timidity and his shyness, he believes he belongs in the shadows. So the Nicheling gods have, from the random generator, given him the black fur to pass on, whereas I'm over here trying to assign toxic body to his children. That's the gene that I pick to put in. And like I said, the other gene we have to roll a random generator to determine for the Whims. I love it. I love it. I can't believe that he can actually have kids and he can be nurturing and provide for them because he's got all these berries that only he, out of all these lovely ladies, and Honorira actually, can pick and pluck. So I think this is going to work out much better than I thought. I'm very happy with this. So I think Koana would be quite taken with this. Especially because there is a male that they can kind of compare to, but he's not really one they're particularly interested in. And I think that the sisters would scurry next to each other, and after a thought, Mimius would come over too. And they would all kind of whisper to each other about this new male. So fantastic. We can get a nice little nest set up there. Honorira can jump around. And oh, look, there's a double nest right over here I totally forgot about. Wonderful, wonderful. I mean, we can build a nest. We have tons of material we've been hoarding up, so that'd be fine. Meanwhile, I think Von Duke wants to use that nose of his. And I think that we have a hunter over on that end of things. Oh, this is so exciting. And Joishi is actually a pretty good hunter in her own right, too. And I bet Rara probably helps her to find where all of the bunnies are so that they can get more meat. Alright, so let's go ahead. Oh my gosh, I hear so many bunnies being born. Oh, there's so many bunnies. So many bunnies. Alright, and then we'll pop over here. Almost got him. Ah, so close. Alright. Yeah, I think now these two ladies are having fun chasing down bunnies. And then over here... Von Duke, can you hear any bunnies? Oh, Von Duke found a nest. Good job, Von Duke. And I believe that Rotag is a little bit like surprised to find berries that taste different than the ones he's used to, but happy that they're there. So Rotag is gathering up a few of those berries. And now Kukuvan, convinced that he is a sickly nicheling who shouldn't go any closer, and also probably rightfully intimidated at seeing a bevy of females bearing down on him, chittering excitedly to one another. Probably wants to escape into the shadows, but in his nurturing way, I think he would offer up a few of the berries first, and kind of like try to rush forward and offer them as peace gifts. And Koana, is there a lucky root nearby? There is not, and there is a rogue nicheling coming on in with spike body, so I can't even rightfully attack him. Noted. We've got to have a romance with these guys sooner rather than later. And I think Koana, to be kind, would pluck up this nut and come on over and say hello. Yes! To Kukuvan and start something over there. And I think Anarira would be pretty excited, especially to see so many berries. And even though Kukuvan is quite worried about her like eating them, and she can't even eat them, she's gonna give it a try because she can. She's got the toxic things. And then finally, I think Mamias, who is looking around herself, left, right, can't really eat any of that food on her own. She's just gonna pop down here and kind of see what the heck is going on with the whole group, and then hopefully we'll get a baby with her in just a second here too. So all right, that's that little group. All right, everybody. Oh dear, it is indeed a rogue male. And does he ever look like a creature of the savannah, if you ask me. So we need to watch out for him and at least make sure everybody is pregnant, which sounds like a very odd thing to do, but it's true. And oh, look at this lineup, guys. I love it. I absolutely adore this. I think this is going to end up quite well. And I am very happy, even though I can only imagine Kukuvan kind of panicking to the extreme right now. He is surrounded on all sides by curious females. And I think that he would just like, here, have more berries. And they might kind of be interested in a little bit more than just berries. Oh, let's see. Come on. There we go. All right. So now all three of them are happily expecting children. However, remember, I can only have 9 nichelings in our tribe at once. So now the question becomes what to do with all of the other nichelings. How should we balance this out? Who should we play as? Who should we play with? What should happen here? Let's get this bunny. I think that should definitely happen. I think Roadhog is just like, well, son, I wouldn't have thought to go after those bunnies because he normally can't do anything, but he's quite impressed by Von Duke's powerful ability to be able to go and hunt. And I wonder if we might release Ra pretty soon, because maybe Ra and Joishi, who I love very, very much, would like to kind of retire and spend some time roaming the countryside together so that they can kind of make room for their grandbabies. That might be a good thing to do. But all right, guys, we will figure out what to do next time now that we are back with the Whims and I am feeling it out again. This time I will be taking copious notes and even starting to fill out the secret wiki that I am building so that I don't forget Kukuvan's personality traits. Don't forget, I can only name these guys in naming ceremonies between episodes where I cover up the screen so I can't see what the genetics are. So if you do have name suggestions, it may take a little while for them to show up, but they are going to be gleefully added to my gigantic list of niche names. So do please leave more in the comment section down below. All right, I think that covers everything. I'm very excited to be back here now that I've gotten over just getting back into this and figuring out what the heck I was doing. And now that we have picked an island to kind of aim towards, I don't think our current tribe leader would really want to get there, but maybe the next one would. Then we're all sorted, and I will see you guys next time. Bye-bye.